The Liberals have a brand new batch of tax cheaters in their sights, this time minimum wage restaurant servers. By the time 2019 rolls around, the only people that Liberals won't consider to be tax cheats will be other Liberal cabinet ministers. Servers in Prince Edward Island are complaining about being audited by the Canada Revenue Agency over their tips. One 25-year-old server told the local newspaper that she's been struggling to pay off her student debt, but now she's been slapped with a $15,000 tax bill from the CRA because they think she didn't claim all of her tips. Now, it would seem that the CRA is targeting Murphy Hospitality Group. Murphy Hospitality claims that several of their servers have been hit with the same bills from the CRA in the thousands of dollars. Another server, a woman named Anita Casey, also a university student, said that she claims a good portion of her tips on her taxes, but she ended up being audited anyway. She also argues that even though she realizes that servers are supposed to claim their tips on their taxes, that tips should be considered a gift from her customers to her for good service and not part of her taxable income. Service staff and restaurant workers are often young people and students trying to earn a living on minimum wage. The Liberals are the ones who are constantly prattling on about how service staff should be making what they call a living wage. Well, how about this? Service staff could be making a living wage if Liberals weren't taking the gifts their satisfied customers are leaving for them on the table. Federal Finance Minister Bill Morneau, already a multimillionaire, married to a multimillionaire, enriched himself as finance minister by not putting his assets in a blind trust. He benefited from his own changes to tax legislation, and he lost track of just how many assets he had, forgetting altogether that he owned a French villa. But here he is cracking down on minimum wage earners for not declaring every last penny of the tips they earn. Why can't they just forget to do things like Bill Morneau does? Now, this auditing of service staff is really just the latest move by the federal government and the CRA to target normal people just trying to earn a living. Back in November, the CRA quietly ordered PayPal to hand over information about its business account holders. So the stay-at-home mom who makes crafts and then sells them on Etsy or in her Facebook groups, well, those are also Trudeau's tax cheats, and he needs to get his pound of flesh from them too. A CRA spokesperson called these folks part of the underground economy that hurts the Canadian tax base. And before that, Finance Minister Bill Morneau targeted small businesses, saying that owners who employ their children or other family members were guilty of something he called income sprinkling. At the very same time, changes to both corporate tax rates and the capital gains tax made it more difficult for farmers to pass their land on to their own children rather than to sell it to a large multinational corporation. But I guess trips to a billionaire's private island aren't exactly free, and Justin Trudeau absolutely refuses to say if he's going to repay his $200,000 bill for his illegal vacation on the Aga Khan's private island. The Liberals even voted down a Conservative motion calling on Trudeau to pick up the tab for his luxury vacations. Now, someone has to pay for all this wasteful opulence, and I guess those people are minimum wage earning university students this time. The Liberals are on a witch hunt, looking for tax cheats around every corner of middle-class Canada. But this time, they are looking at the literal bottom for minimum wage earners. When Trudeau is refusing to pay his billionaire island bills in Morneau, well, he just forgot to disclose his French villa. Are the waitresses at the local diner really the problem? Are they the people the Liberals need to be looking for more money from? By the way, 80% of food and beverage workers are women. That doesn't seem very feminist of Trudeau to target them, does it? Let's recap, because the Liberals' list of tax cheats is getting long and more Canadians are finding themselves on it every day. Right now, it's small business people, really small business people who sell their handmade goods on Etsy and Facebook and other online farmers market sites, farmers themselves, and now minimum wage restaurant workers. Is this what Trudeau meant when he said he would be engaging young people and helping the middle class? For the Rebel.media, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid. Are you like me? Are you completely lost without your phone? Well, then have I got good news for you. We've got a brand new Rebel mobile app. You can find it on the Google Play Store or on the Apple App Store. Download it, give it a whirl, and take the other side of the news with you wherever you go.